Both sides? Come on, Dan. Come on. Come on. Hurry.
No, nobody. Why you keep touching stuff?
All of a sudden, I've got all kinds of problems with my internet.
Yeah, it is working. Why you keep touching stuff?
All of a sudden, I've got all kinds of problems with my internet.
The internet's working.
Well, the internet's working, but not here.
Well, I don't understand. Over there, you should be working on the internet
Well, see,
unless
when
you.
I come over here and I go, you're not connected on this computer.
The internet's working.
Well, the internet's working, but not here.
Well, I don't understand. Over there, it would. Well, you just need to connect back to the internet now.
Yeah, but if I go to connect it to the internet, it doesn't connect. Son of a bitch.
So, TJ be here later.
I gotta let me in. Come on, me. Come in.
Oh, it's gonna be tech time with Paul.
I don't know if can you see this? It says no internet.
Okay. Have you clicked on your Wi-Fi?
Huh?
You just gotta find your Wi-Fi and click on it and get it to connect.
Well, what it says is wait a minute. I got too many damn clickers over here. If I click on Paul Murray, I'm gonna disconnect it.
Did it say your internet was restored?
Yep. For your river cam.
Should be the first one. It just got expanded.
Now it's back working again.
Quit touching.
Well, it took me 6 or 7 minutes to fix.
Well, my son is mad. Brenda, what's up? Frank,
What's he mad at?
Jody. Well, he called me up and he said, "Man, we getting played." I said, "What are you getting played about?" And he goes, "They called us and told us make sure we got extra clothes when they go in tonight because he works the night shifts tonight. He gets
Yeah.
off 6 in the morning." He said, "Chances are you're not getting off at 6 in the morning. That they'll
Well,
give him a
they pay him for overtime, right?
oh, he's gonna be hazard pay. He's gonna make almost triple the money."
So why is
And
he
he says,
pissed?
because he don't like the fact. This is what he's mad. He's saying it's a possibility that they won't be able to leave till like Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
So he'll be rich by Friday.
24-hour pay.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I told him. I said, "You're getting paid for 24 hours and triple pay. Shut up." You know. I said, "You're young. You're not me. I would bitch about it." Right.
Well, even at your age, if somebody were offering you that kind of pay, triple time pay or whatever, you'd say, "Bring it on."
Paul. Well, how many? I did 11 games week before last. Remember?
Yep.
So what does that tell you? Okay. I did it. I was tired of dog get out, but I did 11 games. Okay. And I don't make what he was making.
Hey,
You
Brenda.
know? But the bottom line is he's mad because it's Monday, Tuesday, then he's supposed to be off Wednesday, Thursday, right? Then they come back Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He's mad that if they get off Thursday, they're gonna have to come back Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And which he gets paid for.
He gets paid again. That's what I told him. I said, "So you're gonna get 4 days of 24-hour days, and you're gonna get your 3 days."
That's almost like a 2 or 3 week pay.
Then he'll be able to pay you back what he owes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullshit. He ain't gonna pay me nothing. I don't know. He did send me $300 day before yesterday.
Yeah, you said that.
Or yesterday.
Yeah. I'm getting
He was
bored.
he was 100 behind, but he gave it to me. He got the 300.
Yeah,
to me.
I'm getting bored with this inauguration on TV. Tell you.
Well, don't watch
Yeah,
it.
me too. But you know,
Going on.
Biden wasn't smart enough just to leave. He had
Yeah.
a press conference afterwards and started cussing out everybody.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't see that, thank God.
It's amazing. He got in the helicopter and they said the helicopter that used to be Air Force One, but
Yeah,
now it's just Marine One.
Yeah.
it's not even Marine One. It was special something 46 or
Special
something 46.
something, yeah. Because
46 for the brothers.
Yeah.
Marine One is a special designation that lets everybody know that is carrying the president. Even when they fly it, like to go get repairs, whatever,
Yeah,
it's not Marine One.
it's just the regular helicopter. As soon as they step on, they change the
Yeah, that's
designation.
what. Well, I said it was Royal Marine Helicopter One rather than Air Force One.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called it Special Operation 46.
All right.
That's how they
It's not
called it.
what. It's not what they
Yeah,
call it
because
on our
it's a
tele.
special designation, because as soon as they start talking about if there's a situation that involves Air Force One, then they know that it's
It's the president. Yeah.
it's the president. Yeah.
Plus the fact that when it's Marine One or Air Force One, you see it up there by itself, right?
Yep.
But you don't
But
see
the
all
jets.
the
swarming
F-35
around.
sitting around them. You know?
Yeah.
They had a few years ago, I don't think, I can't remember who was the president. Somebody came in and I was standing outside and I knew he was coming in at about a certain time. And I was because we could see jets coming in, right? From where I'm at. And I'm standing out there and I'm looking and I seen a jet in the air. And what caught my attention is I saw a bunch of specks around it. And I took a good look at it and stopped what I was doing. And you can see the colors that it was Air Force One. And I saw 8 jets around it, escorting it in.
The way that he talks about.
Now, I would have loved to got a picture of that.
I
I didn't have a camera with me, anything. I just stood there and I felt American. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But I saw something today. I actually saw something today.
What'd you see?
Haven't seen it in 4 years. I saw a president review the troops and was able to walk and salute at the same time. He walked in 10th General Law to salute all officers and colors and standards, not case.
Yep.
When
And
he walked up to the
on the way
flag,
out the
he pulled
door,
that salute up.
he shook the general's hands and he shook the hands of everybody when he left the building.
But he was able to stay in step and salute at the same time.
Yep.
I'm surprised. Like, we haven't seen that in 4 years.
Hey, Mark White, how you doing? I had to mute you, buddy. Sunstar says, "Hey, Captain Joe,"
What did you mute me for?
because whatever you got playing in the background was muting you out.
It's Sky News,
Oh, yeah.
British television, showing the inauguration.
Yeah,
Turn it down.
yeah, because we could hear it.
Well, it's all right. You're allowed to. It's public.
Yeah, but we're not looking. We're not looking for a Sky News tilt to the news.
Well,
Well,
we're at 41 degrees. We've hit our high of 44 today, and we're on our way back down.
Good evening, Tim Jackson. How you doing, Tim? Are you going to join us on the panel?
No, he's lurking.
He's working. He can join
Working.
us from his cell phone.
Yeah, he could.
It annoyed me a bit the way that in his speech he slagged off Biden so much.
Yep.
That was unethical.
He did what to Biden?
Slagged him off.
Well, I think everything he said was
Oh, probably
correct.
true, but something that didn't need to be said. Not in front of Joe Biden, anyway.
Well, that's Donald Trump.
Donald calls it the way it is.
Yep, he does.
Okay.
Where Joe Biden never called anything on his own. It was just who his handlers had him call. Joe Biden was dumber than a box of rocks.
You're bouncing things off.
Elon Musk was a bit over the top on his speech.
I recorded all of it. I haven't seen it all.
I didn't watch a lot of it.
Yeah, I got the recording button going on the stuff.
And he's going on about planting a flag for America on Mars.
Yep. I have to do the special report one. I'll do that one.
I saw the birds coming down. I thought, what the hell is it snowing? No, it's birds. It's them birds.
I like Trey Gowdy came on and they were talking about how could he save TikTok when it's a law. And Trey Gowdy is an attorney. He says he could put an executive order out to extend it based on, because in the law it says unless it's for sale. So they're negotiating for it. So that's how he's getting away with it, right?
Yep,
And he says, and it takes the court so long to go through these cases that it could take years before they even make the sale, right?
right.
And that's how he said it. And he said, yeah, Donald Trump offered TikTok. He said the United States will give you $20 and Mr. Wonderful will give you 20 billion.
Yeah.
Like that, basically. But they said that all the Chinese companies, they came out with this today. What's the guy's name? I just thought of it. God darn it. The guy making the bid for the thing, trying to buy it.
All the Chinese companies are trying to buy it now?
No, I mean, the guy that's trying to buy it for the United States. I can't remember his name again.
Mark Zuckerberg.
No, not Zuckerberg.
I don't know.
It's the guy from Shark Tank, you know?
Oh, Shark Tank guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the bald headed guy.
Yep.
He's offered him 20 billion cash.
Wow.
Okay, 20 billion cash. He said the problem is that all the stocks that are held in China, one stock option goes to the president. It's called the golden option. And he's the one that makes the decision if it ever gets sold. So now he says, so Trump is going to have to negotiate with him. So he will. I know he will. He's going to go in there and say, look, this is the deal. We're either going to shut it down or you're going to make money on it and get away, you know?
But Trump, as a businessman, now that he's president, actually can't buy it, can he?
He won't buy it. Trump
That's
isn't
right,
going to buy it.
I agree with
No,
you,
but I mean,
Brenda.
if he wanted to, he wouldn't be allowed to, would he?
I doubt it. I don't think so. But he's not. He's got enough people like that guy. He's going to buy it. You'll get Musk, and then Musk will give him another 20 billion.
Yeah.
The two of them on it, you know.
But he's declaring a national emergency on the southern border and sending the army in.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, yeah, I agree. It probably is something that should have been done a while back.
Oh yeah, it would have been a while back, but see, what the core Democrat Party is looking to bring in as many immigrants as they can so that they'll vote for Democrats, because not only do they want them to come in, they want to give them money so that they're buying them.
Yep.
One of the only things he didn't mention was buying Greenland.
Well, when he
that's
says
coming.
buying Greenland, I think he was putting it on the table for Greenland if they wanted to sell it to the United States and reap the profits or the money, or make a deal so that they co-host it or whatever. He's all for it, because what
He's
he's
talking about
worried
making
about,
them like Puerto Rico.
yeah,
That's
he's
what he's trying to
worried
do.
about Russia and China have been real busy out there around Greenland.
It's not something you should really be able to do, sell a country. You could buy the mineral rights, maybe, but you shouldn't be able to buy the country.
Well, no, I don't think that when you say buy the country, I don't think he plans on taking it over and running the damn place. I think he just wants to have some kind of veto power that they're not going to allow China and Russia to excavate all their minerals.
Paul, Greenland has a population of something like 47,000.
Exactly.
My hometown has got
This
that
is my
much.
question. This is my question. We ought to play bingo right now and see which ones he's going to sign, executive orders he's going to sign at this thing, because he got some on the desk.
Yeah, but we don't know which ones are
at
on
the
the
arena.
desk, do we?
I didn't say.
Hey,
One
Donald,
of
how
them's
you
going to be the
doing?
border.
I want to know why Mark thinks that you shouldn't be able to buy or sell a country.
Not without a vote of the people, at least. You can't
Well,
sell
yeah.
the country from underneath its
Well,
residents.
yeah.
Well, yeah, he was never talking about that, but
The only way to do that is to go in militarily and just take it.
Well,
Yeah.
what they do is if it were like, let's say 20 billion or $100 billion, and you said there's only 47,000 people there, they'd be instant multimillionaires.
Well,
Well, no,
it's
not
kind of
really.
a joke anyway. Everything that Trump says, you have to put through that filter of the
Yeah.
big ask. He always puts everything as just hyperbole, and it's from The Art of the Deal. He always says, "Ask your first initial ask is huge. It's a crazy idiot ask,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
come back." And
Yeah.
so we're gonna build a wall, and Mexico's gonna pay for it. Well, no, but we're gonna build a wall.
I'm gonna write this down. Let me write these down. This is the one that I'm gonna pick.
I don't
Number
know
one,
whether
the border wall.
Border walls the number one, you think, Joe?
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was him or his speechwriter that did it, but why did he keep referring to America as a sovereign state when
Because
because it hasn't got a king? You have to have a sovereignty to have a sovereign state.
no, sovereign means that you don't have to have, basically, America is not beholden to any other country. That would be sovereign.
It's sovereign unto itself. You're used to hearing about the sovereign means the king of England and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. No, it's not. Because back in the day, way back when, Mark, England was the sovereign nation.
Yeah.
But it is only sovereign unto itself, not to anybody else.
Oh, I got one to go. I'm stuck on number 4. And number 4 could be number 3, and number 3 could be number 4. You see, because the border wall could be second. Oil could be first, but I'm thinking it's gonna be border wall because he didn't close the border.
Okay. So as a noun, it could be a supreme ruler, like a monarch, or a coin. But as an adjective, it means possessing supreme or ultimate power. So the U.S. has supreme or ultimate power of its own
Yeah.
Okay.
lands. It isn't beholden to any other country.
Beholding unto itself.
Oh, he already said he was going to waste all the fossil fuel natural resources. Like saying drill, drill, drill.
So what do you mean by waste?
We have more natural resources and oil and gas in our country than any of the rest of the world combined.
You won't have.
Sure we will.
Well, yeah, not if he keeps using it all.
Well,
Is that true,
They're
Paul?
saying it's an unlimited amount of oil and gas.
Nothing is unlimited.
No, nothing is unlimited.
Well, the thing of it is it costs more to have electric cars than to have gas cars. And the reason being is they have to generate the power for the electric cars. And that's just about bankrupted California.
And how much petroleum is used to make those things that we got to have to make them?
Didn't he say
Yeah.
drill, baby, drill? Isn't that what he said?
Yep.
Yeah, drill, baby, drill, he said.
But
Drill, baby, drill.
what
Oh,
that
geez.
does
And then he's already backtracking on his
For oil.
on the wall. He says the wall's too expensive.
When did he say that?
Yeah, he did. He said they practically bankrupt us the last 4 years trying to stop. Now it's
Well, wait a
It's
minute,
$200.
Lance, you're going by the Biden law. Biden is the reason. That's the reason he backed out of the wall. Says it was too expensive and we couldn't afford it.
Well, he's going to
Yeah,
sign
so-
some bills today, some executive
Oh, you
orders.
see,
See,
I think it's good.
Lance, what Joe's doing is he's doing presidential what is it?
Executive orders.
Executive orders bingo. He wants to figure
Yeah.
out what in order what the
I think you're going to
executive
get
order.
the border's going to get closed, which
He
could
didn't say
include the
anything.
cartel being terrorists.
the thing that made me the most upset
The other
is he
one.
didn't say anything that I could tell about getting rid of, the police, bringing back the law and order with the police and not defunding the police.
He has said that in his speeches.
He did say something about it. Can't remember what.
That's got to be huge.
We're on a return law and order, Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as
Yeah.
far as drill, baby, drill, the U.S. doesn't drill. We grant,
Yeah, we sell
licenses for people to
permission to
drill.
other companies. Yeah.
but we grant to companies to drill. Now, when he says drill, baby, drill, it's not that we are going to suddenly drill. You have to remember, it's always the big ask. And he says, "So we're going to drill, baby, drill." What he's doing is that does it sends a signal to the markets that there will be oil available, that there will be an increase in oil production. And that already puts speculation down and will automatically lower the futures of oil and will affect the price of oil almost immediately.
Yeah.
Same thing that when Biden came in and he said that we're closing down this and that,
All these
it
pipelines.
sent
and
a
stuff,
signal. It sent a signal to investors that the futures were going to go up. So it caused a buy and it caused
Yep.
the price of oil per gallon to go up
Yeah. He also
My
said
top six.
because
going-
it's basically a
Oh,
market
yeah, you
signal.
got it, Joe? Okay, give it to us.
So,
Border, number one.
Joe, on another bingo card, you need to see how many times Trump misses Ivana's cheek when he tries to kiss her with that hat on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
well-
a hell of a hat, huh? I'd
He
tell
also
him,
He tried to
take it
kiss
off.
her. He tried to kiss
He
her.
also
And
said
he
that
missed
he's
by
going-
about 3 inches.
Yeah,
I
you
like
can't get to it.
I like the hat.
He also
Okay.
said that he's going to rescind the electric car mandate.
yep.
Yeah. Okay, this is my
and say
six.
that people are going to be able to buy any car they want to, and that the US is going to start building cars like nobody's ever seen before.
Well,
Yep.
once again, he can't do that, but he is. All these things are just signals.
Yep. So
These are things that he
Border wall,
can't.
number one.
That's beyond the presidency.
Wh-
There
what
are
the-
some things that he
number-
talked about that are part of the purview of the presidency,
Joe
but those
says,
type of things are not.
Don, Joe says number one is what, Joe?
border wall, shut it down.
What's number
Shut the
two?
border down. Number two, illegals.
Well,
Get 'em
that
out.
wall is going to be the army rather than a physical wall.
We're gonna wall, shut the border down. That's all I'm worried about. Number three,
Mm.
oil drill. Number four, something he said today. The United States will only identify two genders, male and female.
That's
That's
right.
gonna be in one of the
Yeah.
top 5 or 6.
He
He's gonna
says he's
reopen
gonna-
the pipeline because the person he needs to talk to about reopening that pipeline is Alberta. And she was there today at the ceremony. They probably already talked about it. They probably reopened the pipeline. And then he said he's getting rid of the Green New Deal.
but he also said he's going to stop transgender people from serving in the forces as transgender.
Well, he
Yeah, there's
said
not
also,
gonna be, it's gonna outlaw transgender.
well,
you
the
are
other
what
thing
you
I
are.
agreed to,
No, no,
He can't do that.
no, he's not.
he's not gonna outlaw it. But everybody that did not take the COVID shot in the military that they released, he said that he's gonna reinstate them with back pay.
Well, the thing of it is, you got the population in the uproar is men playing women's sports and
Yeah. Well, he's saying as far as the executive branch, that's the only thing he can control, that they will
Yeah.
recognize two genders.
yep.
Right.
If
They
you know,
still have a choice.
people still have choices. People still can have, and they're free to identify any way they want.
So now they've
Identify
got
today as
now
happy.
they got an inauguration parade.
Yeah, they
And
have a
that also
parade
doesn't-
through the Capitol One Arena.
Yeah.
That also does not affect states. States can still have their own gender ID laws as long as they're
Right.
not going beyond and superseding the federal
Yeah.
identifications.
And then the federal government, if they're giving
So,
them any money can always
states
say
that-
we're
that
gonna
you're-
withhold unless you change.
Yeah, your state ID, if a state wants to have other genders on their state IDs, they can do that. It wouldn't be on a national ID.
It
Right.
wouldn't be recognized nationally.
Right. Like, so say for your passport, it would not be on there. But your state ID could still have that because that would be at the purview of the states.
Jim,
Yeah.
Jason. Well, over here, if you have the
Jason,
transition surgery and become a female from a male, the court will then change your birth certificate to female, and you are then legally a female.
Well, they haven't figured
It
yet
does
how to
stay.
change your genes.
No, that's true. But
Because when they test your blood, if you're a female trans, the blood's gonna come back as a male.
only if it did
you're a
beforehand.
march.
That's part of the reason why some people have the trans surgery,
And
because
that is a 0.1 like 0.2%. That actual intergender where you have a genetic disorder is extremely rare.
Hey, Paul,
Hmm.
you hear that song?
But yes, that is
That
why
was the
some
most
people do
favorite
have the
song I
surgery.
ever played other than Marine's Hymn.
Oh,
And
you
I don't
played
think-
that?
That's Bravura March. When
And
was in the Marine
I
Corps
don't
band,
think anybody is against that, Mark. But the problem is people use that exception
yeah.
to make the rule for everything else. But yes, there are those conditions,
Uh-huh.
but they've always been around. And
That must be a firefighter that lost his life.
That's the guy got killed during the shooting with Trump. That was
Oh.
got shot in the
Oh,
background.
that's
to
right. He was
protect his
sitting in the
family.
crowd with his kids, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hear all those runs, those clarinet runs. I had to play all of that crap.
Do you still play the clarinet?
Oh yeah, I love that song. I was thinking about it today. I was when they were doing something early with
Yeah.
the military. I said, "Oh, I hope they play Bravura."
Oh, that was funny though, wasn't it? When they had Carrie, whatever she was called, supposed to be singing America, and all it played was the first three bars and then packed in.
yeah, but how awesome was she?
She
She's
was
like,
Yeah, she
good.
was.
she's like, you know what? All right, let's go and
Because
sing
it-
a cappella. It's
Yeah.
Don, the music failed, right?
Eventually carried on, yeah. But they
right. The
waited
key,
a
the
long
cue
time
failed, but
before they started. Yeah.
you know,
she sang
if
it
she would
perfect.
have just sang it just from the outset without any music, they hadn't even tried.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Yeah,
have
she
Nobody
known.
even
killed it.
know because she did perfect.
Yeah.
I got one complaint on that whole thing. I understand that she did perfect. I love it. I love the way it happened. But you also have the president's own freaking Marine Corps band there. They know the song.
Yeah, that
You
is
know,
true.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting there and I'm saying, well, if it's not working, play it.
Bloody
I
thing,
was in the Marine Corps band. I know the song.
That's true. I didn't even think about that, but
Well,
You
that's
know,
what
I
I
mean, that's
thought
the first thing I was saying.
when they
Play
were
the freaking
hesitating
song.
when it didn't come right up right away. I thought maybe the director of the Marine Corps band was going to say, "Okay, let's play it."
Yeah, because all you got to do is say American the Beautiful. Let's
The
go.
band was going to play
Go
it
up there and
anyway.
start it.
yep, I didn't even
Because
think
we
about
had
that.
a repertoire of about 80 pieces that we played so much, you know them. You carry a lyre with the flip folder just in case, but it sits in your side. You got a little pouch on the side, and the only time you take it out is if it's something you haven't played in a while, and you got to look at it, and you put it on there, look at it. And a lot of times the trumpet players take it out, look at it, and put it back. Just you got to remember some things sometimes. But when you play songs like Simple Fidelis Motion, Bravura, Stars and Stripes Forever, all of those, the Marine Corps hymn, America the Beautiful, Star Spangled Banner, you never look at it again. It's just second nature.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it. I kind of dipped in and out.
You did watch that? It's still going on.
What's the name of that song, Joe?
Wait,
Still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, his day long event. Yeah,
It's a
But they-
parade.
yeah. But I'm talking about just the actual inauguration and his speech.
No,
Yeah,
this is a live shot right now.
He's now at the arena.
They're doing a parade
Capital One Arena.
shoot.
in the arena.
Yeah,
And then he's got 4 inaugural balls to go to.
yeah. I know all kinds of stuff, but I watched the inauguration and part of his speech.
Well, yeah, I watched a lot of it. I didn't watch 100% because after a while you get like, okay, all right.
And then after his speech, that everything else today is, for people who are just obsessed or
Fluff,
part of it.
You're separating the guts from the fluff.
Yeah.
What got me is they said that although he's got to go to 4,
Kind of like Stars and Stripes.
Ronald Reagan, when he got in the second time, had to go to 16.
You had to go 16 what?
Inaugural balls.
16 inaugural balls. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, that's like 8 guys.
Mm.
Yeah, that was Stars and Stripes.
Okay. Well, the vice president, he's got a whole pack of little kids there.
Yeah. I had to think of it the way it sounded. It didn't sound like the way we started it, but then when they went into it, I heard the difference. It started with a fanfare.
What got me is they showed the Marine Corps choir, and you looked at it, and 3/4 of them weren't white.
That was the Navy
Okay.
choir.
That was a Navy choir.
Wasn't Marine Corps, it was Navy.
And what
But
color should they be?
well, no, I mean it don't matter what color they are, but
Exactly. His entire speech was about merit-based and
Unity.
not.
Well,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I'm going back to that one too, because when they showed them, you had an Asian, you had one that was black, you had one that looked Indian, they had a white, and it was mixed. From what I saw.
Was it?
mm,
Because the first thing I said when I looked up there, I said, look at the diversity. I said that.
Yeah.
yeah, but some guy came on later and said something about, was it TEI or something, and said that the only people that aren't included are white people.
Well, that's you got to have the haters. The guy's got to stir the pot.
Well, that's the Sky News.
No, that was one of your blokes making a speech at the inauguration.
Yeah, it was probably somebody's trying to stir the pot.
And then they had Martin Luther King III on, talking about his book as well.
Talking about his grandfather. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the sad part of it is that we're coming up on 200 plus years,
250.
250, but we actually, was it 250 years ago that we booted the British out, or was it was 200? It was because there was a few years after that they had to send representatives to make the Constitution and everything else and establish our government.
Hey, Joe, there's another one for you to put in. He's asking for 5% of NATO spending money.
Who is? He's asking for us to get?
Yeah.
Well, we've been supplying NATO more money than anybody else.
Yeah, we've been putting in 40% of their budget. I think that's what they're talking about. They want it
He
equal,
probably wants to cut it down to 5%.
5%, and
Equal it out.
let France, Germany, and everybody else kick in the right amount.
Well, there's a lot more than 3 countries in NATO, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know, their whole thing, Mark, is it should be by per capita. So if you have X amount of people in your country, then that's what you should be putting into NATO percentage.
Yeah, well, that's sort of like America has the most people, doesn't it?
Yep, yep, and that's why we put in so much money. But you got like France and Italy, they put next to nothing in.
Mm.
So they're having an inaugural parade right there. That's pretty good because all the colleges and bands that came in, he brought them to the arena to let them march through.
Yeah, yep.
That's cool.
Well, what I'm wondering, is it getting cold in there, or because they're marching through the arena?
Well,
So
it's
they gotta
probably
have-
got the doors
Oh.
open.
Doors open on both ends,
Yeah.
Yep.
unless
Well,
they
they're
have
doing
some
like they
great
do
big,
for-
unless they have some great big heaters at the doors.
They do it looks like they do for Endymion parade. They come in at the end of they call it the Endymion extravaganza to the Superdome.
Yeah,
And you got to be in formal wear. You got to buy the tickets to go in there. They got it all seated. They got bands. They got big concerts going before and afterwards till like 4 in the morning. And the parade comes in and it rotates inside the dome with all the bands and everything. It's crazy. When I was in the Marine Corps band, the year I got out the band was the year they came down to march in Endymion. And the Marine Corps band is the first band into the dome. And they stop in the beginning of it. And they do the national anthem and everything, then march off. But I've been through, it used to be at the convention center on Canal Street. When I marched in Bacchus in high school, we marched through that a bunch of times. But I would have loved to have marched into the Superdome in the Marine Corps band, played the national anthem, and then stepped off on a Marine Corps hymn. I thought that would have been cool. Well, now he just sat down. They're going to say, you see, he's getting tired.
oh yeah, you
Keep it up
stand up
all-
all the time. I couldn't stand there all the time.
Well, he's sitting down there. They're going to say, you see, he's getting tired. Watch, somebody's going to come up and say that.
Can you put £12 into my account?
So you know that package I'm waiting for?
Look at the
Yeah.
kid hanging over the front.
Yeah. You know that package I'm waiting for with the pictures in it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's still in New Orleans, right? You know what they say they're going to deliver it? Now they say they're going to deliver it tomorrow. There's
Oh,
no way
boy.
it's coming tomorrow.
No,
So
tomorrow,
I'm not going to see it till Friday.
that's your snowstorm starts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to start tonight, like at 4 in the morning. I'm not going to see it till at least Friday, and it's been in New Orleans since Friday. There's no reason it couldn't have come over here.
Who
We haven't
shipped
gotten
it?
any mail since Friday.
Who's the company that's shipping it to you?
Well, it's U.S. Postal Service,
Yeah, but I mean, who put it into the postal service?
the nation's photo lab, and it's priority mail.
Okay, so you should call up the photo lab and say,
Oh,
you
I'm
guys
gonna
got a
let them
big
know.
complaint.
Well, I'm gonna call them. I'll wait till it's all over with when I get it. Until I understand we had the snow stuff, but they had it there. Why they go to Washington D.C. and then go to Dallas, Texas, when it usually comes from Maryland straight to New Orleans to me?
Yep.
You know, what's the difference? Somebody said that they cut down, they closed a couple of the hubs. But
Well,
that's
the other
bull,
thing
that's
too
crap.
is like when I go and mail something, you know, I got like 4 different prices. You want it there tomorrow, it's X amount price. You want it there in 2 or 3 days, it's another price. If you want it
Yeah.
there by the end of the week, it's another price. If you want it there by next week, it's another price. And the price
Yeah.
keeps going down.
But the problem is when I send something to my son, it says 3 days select, it gets there in 10 days. So I pay for the 3 days, but it gets delayed somewhere.
Yeah, but it's select. You know, a 3-day select means they get to select.
I guarantee you.
You have to do 2-day or 1 day.
Well, I was told by the guy at the post office, I know, he says he don't know what held it up, but 3 days mean it should be there in 3 days. That's what he told me. I said, well, I'm gonna quit paying for it.
Yeah.
It's not that much difference in price, but it's like they're not doing it, you know? I'm waiting tonight to see Drone Nation. Because I might say something, and I don't know if I want to say something. I'm gonna call Johnny first. Because Marcus Crawford always says to keep politics out of everything. And he's all over the internet with politics right now. And if he brings it up on Drone Nation tonight, I'm gonna go off in the chat.
Well, what's that other guy that always he does stuff? He did a show live this afternoon too about it.
Don't know.
God, what's his name?
We're gonna see who was on today.
It's only the minute, so
Hey, Rod.
Hello. I had to jump on for a second because, hey, Joe, I had
Joe.
a package. I had a package from Get
Yeah.
FPV, which is over by Tampa, is where those guys are located.
Yeah.
They shipped it,
pound 30.
postal service.
I think that's already
It took like 2+ weeks for that package to get here, and it literally did a grand tour through God knows how many cities in Florida. I was just like, hey, it's here. And then it was in Jacksonville. And then it was in Fort Lauderdale. And then it was in Naples. And eventually it wound up, I think, in Charlotte before it started making its way back to me. It literally took 2 weeks. And it should have took
It was-
Yeah,
Hey, Joe, it was Ken Herron.
Ken Herron, I see it. He's talking about how geofencing removal hurts our hobby.
Yep.
You know, but what I was gonna say is I had one over the summer. Get to New Orleans, then go to St.
Hang on a
Rose,
minute.
which is down the street, which shouldn't even come to me.
What's wrong?
Shouldn't have went there, right? St. Rose got a distribution center for Baton Rouge and everything.
No.
So it wound up going from New Orleans, that would have been mine, up to St. Rose. Then it left St. Rose, went back to New Orleans.
So which one
Okay.
did you put out?
When
Yeah.
it left New Orleans again, guess where it wound up? Memphis. It was in Memphis. Then it came straight from Memphis to
Hey.
Covington.
What's more, £60.
I don't know what's going on inside of the postal service. I don't know.
And they wonder why they're losing money.
My assumption on my package and why it like got lost was that the barcode that was on it, something wasn't readable.
20.
And so the freaking computers just kind of kept trying to send it somewhere.
£20.41.
They did. It literally did a grand tour all over Florida.
£2.30.
And then out of state, and then back in state before it finally got to be. Oh God.
53.
So
No.
TJ put up his short, weird carnival carousel ride, right?
Yeah.
Only thing weird was what he was doing.
Well,
Rod, did you see TJ's short that he put up?
I saw it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you got to go watch it.
Oh,
His
come
mama said,
on.
quit being so weird.
His mama's in the background yelling at him as they're on the carousel.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I was
You
going to
have
ask
to-
TJ if his
you have-
mom's married.
You have to remember, I've seen TJ.
Yeah,
In
you've seen TJ live. Yep.
Yeah, so
that's close enough, huh?
I'll just say what you see on here is maybe a bit worse live. So
Oh, Lord, no.
yeah, he is that goofy. That's TJ. He's very
Okay, the temperature's got to be dropping. I'm getting cold.
Oh, it's definitely got cold here.
Yeah,
I
we
did
dropped 2 more degrees.
I finally got to do a flight test on my new 3-inch one, the purple one that I built.
Well, Rod, what's the temperature like where you are?
You know, that's a good question. I did look, but I can tell you, I was outside trying to fly.
It's 8 degrees
cold.
here right now.
Well, you got us by 30. We're 38. But we're supposed to be 24 in the morning. And by the time I wake up in the morning, about 4 o'clock, it's supposed to start snowing.
We're not getting that real cold until I think Friday morning. What?
Heck, I'm gonna put it
Goddamn, what
on.
the hell are you doing, fucking weather.com? There, I clicked it. There you go.
I'll put it on over here so if I can see it.
43 at the moment. It feels fucking cold. 45 at the moment. Supposed to be 43 overnight, but looks like 44. And then, yeah, I think it's Friday morning. We're supposed to be like 35. Nope, they moved it up a degree, 36. Friday morning. And then it starts working its way back up.
Oh, shoot, they got a basketball game on right now on what I need to watch.
50s and rain, Joe. Ugly. Ugly.
Well, the inauguration is on every channel right now.
Mm-hmm. As it
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah, I want to see the weather.
Cold in DC. So they were doing the inside. I wonder how cold it is right at the moment in Washington. Oh, I know why this is a degree warmer. Because I picked Ormond Beach instead of Flagler Beach. I'm probably closer to Flagler than I am Ormond. You know my address is Ormond.
Well, Beaumont, Texas is 300 miles. They're getting little traces of snow right now. And that moisture's under Corpus Christi right now coming in. They said we're not going to get it till like 4 in the morning.
Well, they're saying on the TV, soon Trump signs sweeping executive orders. So you
Yeah, I
got your
know.
bingo card all made out, right?
Yeah, I got it. But we will see. I probably won't know till tonight, but like 9 o'clock when the news comes on, how it's really going to affect me tomorrow.
Jim says you're getting snow. He says he thought Louisiana was a warm place.
Shit, no, we get cold too. No, we're going to get, they said it's going to feel like 1898. when Louisiana
Rod,
got,
you don't ever get any snow down there, do you?
I've seen snow. I've seen flurries here.
Really?
Yeah, and I've seen freezing. We've lowest I think I've seen since I lived here, which is 10 plus years. Well, 11 years this year, actually. 31. And I can tell
Wow.
you for a fact, when we hit 32, the fucking banana trees are gonna fall over dead.
yep,
They turned black. They turned black. All you do is cut them off at the ground, and in about 3 months they'll be back.
Start over again.
I bet they're pretty wild. They're not very. They don't like cold, but like I said, cut them off at the ground, and in
Well,
3 months.
isn't that the same thing like orange groves and stuff that they because I've heard of them being out there with big heaters in the back of trucks.
Oh yeah, orange trees really don't like. So
Joe, you're muted, you know.
like strawberries, when they do the strawberry fields here in Louisiana, strawberries early spring, like like they're getting ready to start producing, but probably another month. But if it was now, they were out now, what they would do is spray them with water, and the water freezing on them protects them. It's crazy,
Okay.
huh? It will actually, they'll spray them to protect them, to stop them from freezing.
mm-hmm.
It like insulates them.
Yeah, the ice on the outside keeps it warmer
Yeah.
on the inside. Weird as that sounds.
I know. When I heard that the first time, I couldn't believe it. And the reason I saw it on the news many times, but I didn't even think about it again. But Johnny knows somebody that has strawberry fields, and he went out and videoed, and he was talking to him about it. He did a short, little video about it. And I found a way to make the Neo better.
Put it in the
I'm
trash.
gonna take no, I'm gonna take this right here. This little emblem. It says Trump with the American flag,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna Velcro it to the top.
Okay.
There you go.
That'll
I'm
make
gonna
it
Velcro
fly
it to the
better.
top, so it'll
I
be a
don't
little
know.
bit better.
I thought put it in the trash was a good one. No, it's a great drone. Nothing wrong with it. Other
I
than
flew
don't-
it the other day, and I flew it with the goggles, and I didn't try to baby it. I just flew it, and it didn't do bad. It drifted a little bit, but I was also in about 18-mile-an-hour winds.
That's why I hate Citawhoops. I keep saying it. I hate Citawhoops. I hate Citawhoops because if there's any kind of wind at all, you're flying the wind, not flying to enjoy the flight.
Yep.
Bob
and-
Dempsey's just put a video on from the DJI store that's just opened in Panama,
Oh yeah, I
flying the
saw
flip indoors.
I saw that title.
That's why he's
Yeah.
at down in Panama.
Yeah.
I mean, the flip is good for what it is. Ironically, I'd say the flip's better than the Neo.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, there you go, Joe. There's two more. One, he wants to take the Panama Canal back and cut from
Yeah, he
Panama,
said that before, and I don't know why,
And-
but okay.
and he wants to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Well, that's
Oh,
a
he's gonna
big
change that.
fan there, Joe.
You know, I was
That's
wondering.
Vanderbilt.
I was wondering about that change, but then somebody
I
told
don't
me
know.
somebody
wanna
told
say
me
Vanderbilt 'cause of
something,
the color.
and I went, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay, now tell me
That's
this:
not Vanderbilt.
what two
Right, here we
continents
go.
touch?
Be Virginia?
No, it's not Virginia.
What two continents touch
Could be.
touch that body of water?
Which one?
Gulf of Mexico. He wants to call it the Gulf of America.
From America.
Oh,
Yeah,
from
what
America.
what two continents touch that water?
Yeah,
North
America and Mexico.
North America and South America.
It's South America, yeah. North and
So
South.
why not call it the Gulf of America? Because, well, it's the American continents.
Mhm.
Makes sense. Anyways, I gotta run. I'm gonna go hang out with Scotty.
Okay, Rod. Thanks for stopping
I
by.
just wanted to tell Joe about my package that Grand tour around Florida.
Goes everywhere.
It's seen more of Florida than I have. So
I
later.
wish they put what bands those are, because I don't think that's Virginia, because the colors don't look right. But it's the colors of Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt would be more military.
And actually, he's wrong. There's only one continent that touches the Gulf of Mexico, and that's North America.
North America.
It's Central America that also joins in, but it's not a continent. South America touches Caribbean.
So it should be the Gulf of America.
It can be Gulf of Mexico. There's a lot of things that are named for things that were historically.
Well, I'll tell you what, they can call it the Gulf on their side, we'll call it America on our side. Split it down the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boy, they're getting down on there, aren't they, Joe?
Yeah, that's why I know it's not. I was thinking it could be Virginia. Trying to think who the V is. Well, that's how Southern University, a bunch of the bands that come through Talladega, out of Alabama, they come down, and that's all they do is high step like that. You want to hear something funny?
What I want to do for dinner.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
What's that?
The band I'm marching in at Forte High School was a high stepping band just like that.
Really?
It was a 100-piece band, 6 white in the band. I was one of the 6. And we did all the same marching like that, doing a high
So,
step.
you,
and
so you
everything.
did all the moves, huh?
I did all of that in the first 3 years of high school. My last year of high school, I went to East Jefferson, and they did drum and bugles corps. That's heel to toe. So it's no high step. It's slow. It's heel to toe marching. You don't bring your knees up. And then went in the Marine Corps band, heel to toe.
Well, I don't think everybody knows that you're a clarinet player from way back.
Yep. Since I was in 5th grade.
Jim says you should change the USA to Trump America.
Nah. Nope. We don't need that. We'll leave it the way it's at. I really want to know what band it is. Who's that?
Is that what it said on his back? The Ducks?
No, it says Devils.
Devils.
But I don't know who Devils is. I can't read it. It's on their arm. I can't read it.
Is it Virginia?
I want to say Virginia's not the Devils. Go up by the TV. I can see it there.
I can't think of anything else that begins with a V.
Well, Vanderbilt.
No, that's not Vanderbilt. It'll be military.
Vegas.
Ah.
I don't know, Don. What college is it that is a Southern college that has a majority of black?
I don't know.
Because they got a hell of a band that was just going on parade through there, and
They have majority black students, teachers, band, what?
band members.
I don't know.
They got a big V on their uniform. Be nice if they would identify him on the television, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I think he would do.
Oh, Mississippi University Devils. That's what he says.
Now with a V, Mississippi Valley State.
Yep.
The V is for Valley, Mississippi Valley State.
That's a hell of a band. They must have what, 200 or 300 people.
It's probably about 250.
Holy cow.
They'll be in Mardi Gras this year.
Oh, now when's
Yeah.
Mardi Gras, Joe?
Mardi Gras Day is the 9th, the March the 9th, maybe? March the 4th.
And Mardi Gras starts on the 9th or ends on the 9th?
That's when it ends. It ends March 4th. Mardi Gras season started January 6th.
Okay.
Or does it end on Shrove Tuesday?
Oh, I'll tell you the date.
Echo, when is Shrove Tuesday?
This year
March 4th.
falls on March 4th, 2025.
March the 4th.
Wow.
I asked it when is Shrove Tuesday, and it said Mardi Gras this year is on 4th of March.
That's when it ends on the 4th of March?
Yeah.
Because I know it's at least 10 days long, isn't it?
No, it's like 14 days.
14
parades.
days.
And does it end on that day just because Lent starts the day after?
Yes, sir. Oh, come on.
Well, we're down to 10 people watching.
10 people.
Yep. Everybody's
Such a pain
probably
in the ass.
watching their televisions. Watching the news. Oh, now we're down to 9 people.
That was probably Donald leaving.
No, Donald's still here. He's about to.
Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to call it.
Wait.
What are you gonna call it?
We'll see you in the morning. Donald,
That's
stay out of
optimistic.
trouble, will you?
Nope.
Mark, thanks for being here. Joe, we'll see you in the morning.
Yep, plan.
Okay, see you.
Yep, bye-bye.